So, yes, welcome. And of course, I really wanted to have a quote for today because I know it's tough times at the moment, and we need as much support, community, reminders, yoga as we can get. So this is a very simple, strong quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. And he's so many things that he says. Trust thyself. Every heart vibrates to that iron string. Wow, powerful. Every word is like poetry. So with that, the bell. This is the vibration of that iron string. Let us be as much as we can in our hearts today. And we're going to start seated. So that helps us in that. Yeah, let's just maybe give our heart a little bit of waking up, because we can get a little bit hard and kind of compacted in space. You know, when we're feeling tense and finding things difficult. So just open that up a little bit. Get a comfortable seat. You can sit on the cushion if you need to. And breathe. Open up those channels. Let the energy start moving around. If you've been having a lot of emotional turmoil, just let it move, let it flow. You know, whatever happens is really okay in the practice. Okay, that certainly feels, it's a little winner, this one. You know, you can just do this anytime and it will just give you that bit of release, that bit of uplift that might just see you through. Okay, and then we'll just sit, hands either on the knees or in the lap. We're going to chant the mantra Om just to really, wow, fire up that little bit of opening with a strong, powerful vibration, just to kind of pluck that iron string off the heart. Close your eyes. Let's sit up strong and tall. Remember the strong back, soft open front, wild heart. Breathing into the nostrils. 3 Oms. Okay, so now we're starting to get things moving and flowing. Interlink the fingers, breathe in and breathing out. Push those hands up to the ceiling. Keep that chest nice and open. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Extend through those elbows. Feel the chest lift. Get that length in the waist. Feel the base of the spine just kind of drawing downwards into the earth. So you feel that sense of groundedness, earthed, physicalized, embodiedness, if you like. And you feel that life force of the breath. Yeah. And if you've been kind of feeling tense from the last few days' events, then just use this breath and this encouraging of expansion by pushing up, just to release and open a little more, get a little flow moving. And if you've been feeling awesome, then yeah, do it more. There's always more space. One more breath in and breathing out, lower the arms down. Beautiful. Good. Let the hands just rest. Let's do some shrugs. Lift the shoulders up, breathing into the nostrils. Out through the mouth. Release. Yeah. And again. And again, breathing in. Squeeze the shoulders right up to the ears. Hold for a second. Out through the mouth. And we're going to have one more because it's that kind of day we get extra. Yeah. Bring the right hand to the left shoulder and sweep across the body. Let's repattern that energy. Let's get it going in a much more useful direction. Let's have an extra one as well. We're going to do 4 of those. And left hand on right shoulder, sweep From the right shoulder to the left hip, across the body. And we're going to do 4 of these. So I've got 1 more to go. Nice, determined sweep. And then we're going to come into a twist. Right hand on the left knee, left hand behind you. Don't forget to keep your face forward to begin as you inhale. Take the shoulders down, lift the crown. Feel that lovely height, that length. Breathe in. As you breathe out, first of all, feel the bellies coming around the ribs, the chest, the shoulders following until the head and the neck have to follow. But still keep that length in the back of the neck all the time. And also feel that length and that engagement in the lower back, which is supported by the abdominals. Everything is holding you together. We are holding ourselves. And the breath is central to this, moving, really keep a part of your mind always focused on the breath, if you can, breathing in and breathing out, twisting a little deeper. 1 more breath in and twisting to the front. See how that feels for a second. Yeah, have a little wriggle. If it feels good, take the left hand onto the right knee, right hand behind. I have just come onto my fingers here. You might have your whole hand down, whatever feels good to you to begin. Keep the shoulders down. Back of the neck long, head on top of the body, not forwards. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, the belly comes around. You might take another inhale then to remind that spine to lengthen. The right shoulder comes back, the head follows. Keep the back of the neck long, chin slightly tucked in, and you've got that knee to hold firm too, without gripping. You're just holding firm, and just keeps everything very supported and balanced. You have the back hand here on the ground, feeling the ground, feeling the support of the ground. Feel the breath in the body, breathing in, lengthening. Breathing out, releasing, twisting a little deeper. 1 more time. 1 more breath in and release to the front. See how that feels. Yeah, it feels pretty good. Left hand on the left side, nice bendy elbow. Breathing in, extend up to the right, look up at that hand to encourage it upwards and to focus your attention on lengthening. And as you breathe out, reaching over the body, right into the fingers there, bending into that left elbow, reaching over the body, looking up at the ceiling on the inside of that arm, but trying to make sure your shoulders aren't hunched up around your neck. You don't want to be hurting your shoulder, your neck. Look up at the ceiling there, keep both sitting bones down. Breathe. Use the inhale to come back up. Exhale, lower the arm down. Let that right hand rest onto the right side there. Fingers pointing forwards. Nice bendy elbow. Breathing in, extend up. Extension, watch that hand. And then reaching over the body, bending into that right elbow. Keep the sitting bones down. So we're getting lots of length from this left side. You'll feel that. Oh, yeah. Feels so nice from the lower back as well, just to get that, the length in that waist. We're lengthening, we're creating space. We're conditioning, we're kind of like connecting with our body and our breath so that we can feel a sense of it gives more space for the emotions to move around. Okay, our hands on our knees now. We're going to stir these up a little bit more, get everything moving. Breathing in, lengthen up, keep the shoulders down, head on top of the body. Strong belly, strong back. Breathing out, you're leaning forwards. Breathing in, you're going around to the right, back, inhaling. Exhaling is going forwards. So as soon as the body is going forwards, exhaling. Inhaling for the back part, the back half of that circle. And just feel that heart, that center. Almost feeling this like center of your whole self in the middle of that. And your whole self really is here to here. You know, we've got these limbs obviously coming off that body. In the middle of that line, the heart, right in the center there. Our spiritual center, the heart. And you could think of it almost on this string. Maybe this is the iron string, the heart right in the middle. You're kind of plucking that, causing that beautiful vibration. That's the image that I have in my mind when I hear that phrase, the iron string of the heart. And come to center. This time we're going to include the Brahmari breath, the humming bee. So just humming on the out breath, inhale. Lengthen, remind that body, keep that strong belly, and humming. Around to the left. keep the shoulders down, neck long, head on top of the body. Focus your attention on that heartstring, on that center. Keep it really taut and healthy and vibrant. That's where the word vibrant comes from, vibration. Come to center. Take a moment to see how it feels. And we're going to just have a little release, a little bit of engage with some of that fire that might have been stoked up as well. Sometimes we can hold down our fire and then we can get a little bit depressed, or low energy. So we're going to fire ourselves up, release some of this fire with a line. Hands either here on the ground in front, legs outstretched. You can sit on the cushion if that's better for you, or out to the sides. So it's like really a strong movement, strong. Okay, starting off at the heart. It's going to be really taking that spark from the heart, making that big expression. Okay, breathing in. Send those claws out, tongue out, eyes wide. And again. Yeah, everything is focused forward. Send it out to the world. Yeah, good. Good. Take another quiet little breath. Let's build it up. One last little surge. Whichever way you want to go, whichever way feels the most useful to you today. Good. Wow. So good to feel that. So let's just come onto all fours now. Spread the fingers wide. Just feel those hands on the ground, nice and even, and knees underneath the hips, space between the knees. And we're going to do these lovely opposite movements, extending the right arm and the left leg. So opposites. Really go into that toe or heel and into the fingers. Look to where you're going. Breathing out, bringing that hand down, bringing the knee down. Extend, expand, breathing out. Nice bend the elbows to keep everything soft as you land. So it's extended and straight and strong, and then it's soft as you land, soft landings. Inhale, exhale, looking down at the hands. Inhale, exhale. So again, we have these kind of two different kind of ends of the scale, that kind of inhale, the extension, the power, the direction, and then the softness, the softening, and the breathing out, and the feeling the ground and feeling your body. So we've got these two polarities we're playing with all the time. And when we can, experience these different opposing parts of ourselves, and they become more integrated, we can accept them, play with them. Inhale, because we need them both. We need it all. We need all of it. You need our fire, our direction, our action, our efforts, all of that kind of stuff. And we also need our softness and our flow and our gentle power and our release and our bodies. One more each side. And then we sit back into the heels. Extend the hands gently forwards. Bring the forehead to the ground. Or the back of the hands if you prefer. Now we just feel the back of the shoulders there and the back of the ribs getting some well-deserved release. Feel those spaces between the ribs, the intercostal muscles. Getting a little internal massage using your breath. Inhale. Expand. Create space. We have so much internal space. Physically, we can expand that, but also as we start to really experience the whole of ourselves physically, we can really start to then go to more and more subtle layers of the body and gradually realize the potential of our experience. Good. As you breathe out, out to the mouth. So we'll just do a bit of Engagement with the breath and the spine. So keeping the fingers spread wide. Inhale, come up to all fours. Keep the hands where they are. So a slightly different position now, you can see. And exhale, taking the hips forward, taking the shoulders back, open the chest, open the heart. It's flying upwards. Inhale, come to all fours. Exhale, sit back into the heels. Send the sitting bones into the ankles. Inhale all the way up. As you look up, let your heart follow that, looking up. The shoulders expand. You're bringing the shoulder blades together. Inhale. Exhale. So we're really expanding the upper, taking in turns to expand the chest and the upper back. So here we have opening the chest, taking the shoulders down, neck is long, and then we're kind of doing the other way by pushing back into the hands, and we're kind of expanding between the shoulder blades. So we're really opening up that whole chest area even more. And it's not until we start doing that we realize, wow, well, I realized, wow, I was really feeling a bit constricted in that area. When we physically get constricted in that area, in the chest and the heart area, you know, it has an impact emotionally and on our breath, which obviously all of these things are kind of entwined and integrated anyway. So everything affects everything. So just doing a little bit of breath, a little bit of movement can change everything. Just having a little rest, sitting back into the heels. Breathe into the nostrils. Make a sigh, make an audible sigh, release. Keep the hands where they are. Come up onto all fours, tuck the toes under, breathing in, breathing out, lift the knees off the ground. Let's see how these hamstrings are doing. Maybe they haven't had much action in the last few weeks and they might be feeling a little bit stiff. So let's just have a play around. If they are a bit stiff, it just means, you know, you've got some work to do, and that's okay. Open the hands up, keep the elbows soft, keep some space between your shoulders, open the space between the shoulder blades. And we're just going to walk the dog, bringing one heel down, bending the other knee. Keeping the body long, keeping the tummy tucked in, really working on length in the spine. This is the center of this posture, even though there's so much work that's happening in the hands and wrists and arms and shoulders and back, and obviously the hamstrings, but really, we want to really focus on getting that spine long and keeping the breath, the focus of the breath is connected with that spine. And so we just bring our heels down, or have the knees slightly bent, whatever feels right for you. And then walk the feet towards the hands. Knees are bent, let the body hang. And to encourage that hanging, we breathe into the nostrils. And again, sigh out through the mouth. Good. Breathe in again through the nostrils. Let the body go. Let's have a little sway here. Knees are bent still. Upper body is completely relaxed. Head is relaxed. Neck particularly is just completely let go. And just feeling the weight of the head on the end of that stem of the neck. And we're just shifting the weight from the left to the right. Breathing. And releasing. And see how that feels. And come to a stillness. Bring our focus to the base of that spine. And as slowly as you can, while still breathing in and out, we're going to slowly, keeping the knees bent, lift from that point to the base of the spine. Keep the arms hanging, leave the head hanging. Keep breathing in and out the whole time. Enjoy the unraveling. Notice the parts that need a bit more breath. Notice the parts that kind of you hurry through because it feels uncomfortable. Until you finally come standing, feel yourself just like a brand new day, a brand new body. Let's just roll those shoulders back, bend the knees, breathing in. Yeah. We can be renewed every single day, every moment possible. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Now forward to the shoulders, breathing in, breathing out. Keep the knees bendy. Good. And then we're just going to stand with the feet hips apart, feet parallel. And let us just move and breathe a little bit. Just feel this brand new form that we've just created. Breathing in, lift the arms up, Lift the heels off the ground, bring the hands together, stretch up. And breathing out, lower down. See the heels, the palms pushing out to the sides, the hands coming down. And then we open the hands. So we're twisting in the arms here as well. Inhaling, lifting the heels high, lifting the hands high. Making ourselves so tall on the inhale. And then again, softening and coming back down to the ground. So when we move with this breath, you know, really, we experience and we embody the wholeness of ourselves. And we're actually drawing a picture of a circle with our fingertips if you think about it. Or if you can see this what I'm drawing, or feel it, or see it in your own body. Drawing a beautiful circle around ourselves, inhaling and exhaling. And this is maybe a beautiful symbol. Circle's a fantastic symbol, of course. Wholeness. Emptiness as well. It could be a big zero. But emptiness, of course, you know, you look at something from a different point of view, and emptiness is fullness. So there you go. And there's also a lovely little bubble we're creating around ourselves. Maybe it's a protective or healing space for ourselves. We're feeling we don't have enough space for ourselves. Good. Really lifting those heels. We'll do one more of these. Breathing in all the way up, lifting the heels high, invigorating, filling the body with air, and then breathing out, softening everything, floating back down to the earth, feeling the heels as they meet the earth. Yeah. And then lift the toes, and then place the toes down. Then lift the heels, and place the heels down. And lift the toes, and place the toes down. Nice strong feet, nice strong yoga feet. And then we're going to take the feet a bit further apart, knees are nice and soft. We're going to twist on this lovely axis, this lovely center, this string, this iron string, going down through that heart. We want that to be healthy and vibrant with the right amount of tension. We don't want it to be floppy. We also don't want it to be so tense that there's no vibration, that there's no movement. Healthy kind of tension, if you like, yeah. Good. And come to a stop. Let's just give our lower back a little treat. Pummel the lower back. Oh, yeah. I realise I don't do this for myself enough. Oh, yeah, let some sound out. If you're like, sighing. Enjoy your sound, your expression. Yeah, let's get those knuckles into that lower vertebrae. Yeah, breathe with it. Yeah. Get that energy moving up. Good. Okay. Much, much better. And then we're going to bring that left knee up, meet it with the right hand, just to get our brain and body a bit more coordinated. We can always see our physical practice, our yoga practice, you know, as a way of integrating. We bring a full awareness to our yoga practice, and it can be a mindful practice, it can be a meditative practice. And everything is spiritual anyway, particularly the body, because it's teaching us all the time so many things about impermanence and experience and humanity. And then we take the leg out to the side, the other arm comes over the head, and we match that. We're starting to make these lovely sort of swirly motions with the hands, a circle. Again, we've got the idea of these polarities, this lovely circle here, this soft circle, swirling, spiraling, and the leg coming out to the side very strongly, a strong straight line, if you like. So we're incorporating both, as well as this cross-lateral motion, very useful for the brain and the coordination. And then just to finish, a bit of hip action, lifting the knee up, out to the side. Good. Breathe in and out through your nostrils. Keep that flow, keep that fuel. Feel the heart. So all these aspects. Good. Okay. we're going to come into a balance for a change. We're going to start with a tree. Beautiful tree. We can learn everything from a tree. We can learn everything from sitting underneath the tree if we are patient. Put the left foot down and plant that. Feel the roots going down, the sole of the foot, with the toes, try not to grip. Soften the knee, and then either place the foot on the ankle or the calf, not on the knee, or high on the thigh. Press firmly. If you find that your foot slides, one little tip, breathe onto the hands, rub it on the foot, and it's like a little bit of instant glue. It does work, it's weird, but it does. I often do that also if you're on the mat and your feet are slipping, then do that same thing with the foot. If you're going up into a wheel or something, often that's what happens, your hands slide. Knee out to the side, chest lift, shoulders down. Breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the hands together above the head, and then we'll bring the hands to the heart center. Beautiful, simple tree. Notice these points of contact, the foot, and wherever it is on the leg, and the hands pressing together. You can always hold on to some furniture if you're feeling a bit wobbly. It'd be quite normal to feel a bit wobbly at the moment, so just feel it. Whatever's happening, whatever's going on, allow yourself to feel that full expression in this moment. Pressing the hands together, drawing the chest towards the hands, shoulders down, back of the neck long, strong belly, strong back here, open heart. Just enjoying this being tree. You don't have to be anything else other than tree right now. Let the roots go down into that soil, that rich ground, drawing up moisture. Good. Breathe. Focus your eyes. Keep breathing. Now we're going to come out, breathing in, stretch up, breathing out, arms come down. Take hold of that right knee, lift it high. Enjoy those few wobbles. And then the foot, slowly let it float down. Give our legs a shake. Oh, I really always want to shake that left leg. Oh, yeah, let's just reset everything. And then same thing, placing all that energy into the right foot, planting it into the earth. You don't need to grip it. Take your time, focus your eyes on something, breathe. And when you feel ready, place the foot on the inside of the leg, not on the knee, remember. And the knee is going out the side as much as possible. So you feel almost the hip opening, the hip is working over to the right and the knee is working over to the left. So we're opening this whole area. And then the heart is lifting up away from that. So it's almost like this triangle of points moving away from each other, expanding. Standing tall. Breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the hands together above the head. So on the inhale, exhaling, let the hands come to the prayer position. And just enjoy that, pressing together towards this center line. Again, that center, that line, that iron string. If that sounds like a good, expression, otherwise have a different expression. I think for today, an iron string is a good thing. Maybe other days, kind of soft, sort of a light beam would be nice, but today, something strong feels good. Good. Focus. Ungrip your toes if they're gripping. Trust those roots going down. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Lift the left knee, give it a squeeze. And then let the leg go and let it float down. Give the legs a good shake. As we didn't do this before, I think it'd be really nice to do a half breath right now. So we're going to just do some releasing again. And a bit of invigorating at this point. So feet hips width apart, parallel. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Let's release some of that energy that might have been constricted or haven't been allowed to be expressed. Breathing in. Good. Let the arms swing. Let's try it again. Breathing in. Inhale. Good. The arms swing. Give it a little bit of energy. So a nice fresh inhale. Do a last one. Big exhale. All out to the mouth. Good. Now come back to the back of the mat. Going to come into warrior one, a kind of slightly less big warrior one. So standing on the left foot, we just take an easy step forward, kind of a mini warrior. So it kind of makes everything in the posture a little bit easier. Or finding, I can get my hips in that position a bit better maybe. Hips facing forward, tummy tucked in, tailbone pointing down, pushing that back heel. And then we're going to just take the hands forwards, bend into that right knee. It's still only hovering above the ankle. We're not going further with that. Remember to keep that strength in the back leg. Hips, right hip back, left hip forwards. Arms forward, let the head drop. We're going to open the heart a bit more here. Going to give that heart some bit of breath. Bit of attention, breathing in, opening the arms up, the heart's flying up, looking up, and then breathing out. We'll do the opposite, taking the hands forward, dropping the head down. Yeah, we're going to give it a bit of conditioning, breathing in and breathing out, or reconditioning maybe. Opening up, breathing in, breathing out, taking the hands forward, taking the gaze down, checking your knees in line, breathing in. Feeling the evenness of the weight between the feet, we're not toppling forwards. That knee is just above the ankle. Everything feels very stable. Hips are creating a stable point here in the middle of the body. Breathing in. So it's an expression of the breath. The fingers go back and then we bring them forwards. We extend them forwards. Really taking the arms forwards. So opening between the shoulder blades. One more. Breathing in. And breathing out. And drop the hands. Bend into the right knee a little bit, you can step back. So using the same distance, making sure the feet are at a slight angle, so having the feet in a slight V shape to begin is good, and take a step forward with the left. Same distance, so not as full as a full-on warrior, and again, get the hips in the right position. They're facing forwards. Right hip forwards, left hip back. Push back into that right heel, strong buttock. Take the arms forwards, bend into the left knee, it's hovering above the ankle. And it's not rolling in or out, it's going in line with the toes. Strong belly here. Breathing in, open the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms forward. As I'm doing this, I'm really realizing and noticing how vital this particular focus is right now. Focusing on heart, compassion, where we place our attention. Trusting in our practice and developing our inner life, focusing on nature, breathing out, bring the arms forward. One more. Even if we don't feel like we have much nature around us, maybe we're living in a city, living in London, might feel like, oh, there's no nature. We can always look up in the sky, right? Bending into the left knee, bringing the foot back. I particularly feel that today with a sunny day outside. Okay, we're going to come into a balance now. Before that, we just have a little moment to rest. So we're going to just stand in Tadasana. It's not really a rest, but it's just a stillness, a bit of a stop point. And that's a really good thing to remind ourselves to do as well. Focusing on the feet, lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. Soften the knees. So you're bringing the pointing the tailbone down, keeping the tummy tucked in. Lift the chest, shoulders down. Traditional Tadasana, the mountain. Really think about your posture. Think about this position here, this mutual support here. Particularly the back is strong. It's long, it's lengthening. You feel the back of the head is long, back of the neck, chin is slightly tucked in, the head is on top of the body, this chest is lifting up, so the front of the body is lengthening. The fingers are almost, initially stretch the fingers down towards the floor and then let it soften a little bit. So we're not rigid, but there's still kind of this little bit of intention, this effort, and then close the eyes. Notice your tendency in your feet. Are you feeling you're more in the right foot or the left foot? Are you feeling you're more in the front of the foot or the back of the foot in your balance? And just allow all those little movements to happen, but bring your focus of attention to these things. This is happening all the time. We just don't notice it because we're using our eyes a lot to balance, and our brain, obviously. But when we close our eyes, and it's instantly we're feeling all those little shifts, all that work that's happening in the whole body and in the feet particularly there. So just feel that. Feel yourself growing tall like the mountain. The feet are sinking deeper into the earth. Crown of the head is reaching up to the heavens. We feel ourselves and our full humanness, our physical, rooted bodies. And then this aspiration, this spiritual, this kind of lighter, different layer of ourselves, consciousness. Good. It's all integrated as human being. Human being mountain. One more breath in and out. Open your eyes. Okay. So a moment of stillness and another balance. So we're going to come into warrior 3. So if you're feeling a bit chilly today, this is going to warm you up instantly. I have to remember that as well, because it's good. It is an instant heater. So we step onto that left foot, get ourselves really grounded, and then as I start to lean forwards, I'm pointing my toe, but you can, if you prefer, you can push the heel back. And as I do that, I take my arms forward to counteract that. And you can interlink the fingers and have the index finger pointing forward for this mudra, the Jupiter mudra, I think it's called. Keep the hips level if you can. Keep a strong belly. Try not to grip the ground with the toes. Extend, breathe, dig deep. Make that effort. That effort is kind effort. We're not forcing or pushing. If we need to hold on to some furniture, that's absolutely fine. Good, breathe. Be that warrior. Be that arrow. One more breath in and release. Give the legs a little shake, keep the feet on the ground, but just give everything a little shake up. So knees are just shaking, shoulders shaking. Let some sound out. Ah. Ah. Yeah, it feels better. And then we're going to step onto the right. So feel that sense. Notice how you feel now. You know, I feel this kind of invigorated feeling. So I might have been going into it thinking, oh, this is going to be hard work. But feel that sense afterwards. Notice how it feels. Weight onto the right foot. Keep the hips level. Lifting the left leg, pointing or pushing the heel away, and extending the arms forwards. Like this little interlink the fingers. You're looking down at the ground, so the back of the neck is staying in line with the spine. And breathe. Ungrip the toes. Make this lovely long line. You feel your whole back, your abdominals, everything is extended. There's dynamism in this. Breathe deeply. One more breath in and out. Breathe in one more time and release on the out breath. Again, let's have a little shake up. Okay, shaking the legs, shaking the shoulders. Let some sound out. Ah. Ah. Let's do one more of those because it feels good. Ah. Good. And to just release from that, we're going to come into a little squat. So coming down to the ground, don't forget, if your heels are lifted, then put something underneath them. Cushioning, blankets, anything. And let the head hang forward, let the body hang between the knees there. Release the back of the neck, give it some more. It's amazing, the neck always needs lots more release than we realise. So just let the weight of the head fall forwards. Don't rest the hands on the ground. If you can, rest the back of the hands on the ground. Then it has a much more of this releasing, surrendered kind of feeling. Breathe into the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. As you breathe in, maybe you'll feel your ribs expanding against your legs there. Getting a bit of release in the hips there. Bring the hands together, pressing the elbows into the insides of those knees. If you can, lifting the chest. So nice, strong back. If you find you're kind of toppling backwards, just try and take some of that weight forwards and take the chest forwards. Or you might need to put your heels on something if you're finding that's happening with you. Good. Breathe, pressing those hands firmly together, lifting the chest towards the hands, back of the neck long. And release. Bring the hands to the ground. Coming up into a ragdoll for a moment. Knees are bent, arms are hanging. Breathe into the nostrils. Sigh out from the mouth. And slowly lift up through those vertebrae, leaving the knees bent, leaving the arms hanging, leaving the head heavy. Breathing in and out the whole time. It's all soft. It's all recreation, rebirth, if you like. Every time you come out of this ragdoll, you're kind of revivifying, coming back to life. So we're going to come into a little half sun salute. So feet hips width apart. Lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. Bring the hands to the heart center. Just standing, feeling the balance between the feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. Point the fingers down. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Look up. Breathing out, bend the knees slightly. Hands coming down, fingertips to the floor. Look at the toes. Inhale, look forwards. Look almost upwards, almost to the edge of the wall, where the wall meets the ceiling. And then breathing out, forward bend with straight legs. Bend the knees a lot now. Breathing in, lift your eyes, lift your hands. Inhale, stretch up. Breathing out, arms come down. Breathing in all the way up. Breathing out, soften the knees, strong belly, fingertips come to the ground. Breathing in, look forwards, hands either on the knees or just below the knees. Straight back, breathing out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Breathing in, eyes lift to the ceiling, arms, fingers lift to the ceiling. Breathing out. Let's go a bit faster for a few of these. Breathing in. Breathing out. Soft knees, fingertips. Breathing in. Breathing out. Forward bend with straight legs. Bend the knees a lot. Breathing in all the way up. Push up through the feet. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Soften the knees. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bend the knees. Breathing in all the way up. Breathing out. Keep that breath in and out of the nostrils. In. Breathing out. Breathe out everything as you touch the earth. Breathing in. Feel the chest, feel the heart. Breathing out. Bend the knees. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Last time down. Breathing out. Fingertips touch the floor. Bend the knees. Breathing in. Look forwards. Take those shoulders back. The heart wants to look forwards. And breathing out, straight legs, looking down at the toes. We'll stay here for a second. Notice where the weight is in your feet. Is it back in the heels? Can you stand a little bit forwards into the toes? The chest is coming down towards your toes. The tail is going up towards the ceiling. Good. Breathe. Make sure you have contact with the ground. If it's fingertips, that's fine. If you need to bend the knees slightly to make contact, that's fine too. If you need to put something on the floor to make contact, then that's fine too. Whatever you do, you want to make contact, keep contact. Otherwise, it just doesn't feel very engaged. Okay. So now we're going to take the hands to the hips, look forwards, strong back. So with a strong back, you need a strong belly. Strong legs, strong buttocks. Look forward, take the shoulders back away from the ears. Elbows are lifting, breathe out. Inhaling, and you can hold the back of the back there, the lower back. And coming up on the inhale. Okay, we're having a little bit of a counter pose. Bring the hands on the lower back, feet to hips apart still. Knees are bent. And we're just going to look up, take the chest up, take the elbows together, take the shoulders down. And bend back a little bit, supporting the back. So we're opening the front of the body. Beautiful opening. Keep the knees bent though. We don't want to. If our knees are straight, you're going to put too much strain on the back. With the knees bent, we have a bit more space here. bit more support. And also great, obviously, for opening up the front of the hip, key area, if we're doing a lot of sitting. Inhale, come up, and breathing out. Okay, let us come down to the ground at last. We're coming back to the ground, breathing in, lift the arms forwards, bring the shoulders back. And as you breathe out, you're going to sit back as if there's a chair behind you, but keep extending the fingers forward, keep the tummy is strong, making sure the knees aren't splaying out, strong thighs as well. Everything, you're fueling it all. There's dynamic, but we're not rigid and holding on. We're breathing all the time and noticing how the body feels. Keep breathing all the time. Don't hold your breath and then catch yourself. Stretch the legs out in front, bounce the knees up and down. Okay. Just bring the legs together, toes going towards the ceiling. Let's take a little bit of that fleshy part back. Extend the arms up, forward bend. We've done a forward bend standing. Now we're going to do one sitting and see how it feels. It's the same body position, but we have different advantages in each. When we're standing, obviously we have the weight of the body to help us come forwards. But when we're seated, we have the support of the ground underneath us. So just slightly different. And as you come forwards, maybe just experiment with closing your eyes just to see how it feels. Does it feel different? Can you really enter into connecting with your breath? Lifting away from the body, the legs rather, as you lift your body up and lengthen your spine again, and take the chest forwards. And if you had your eyes open, you'd be looking at the toes. Otherwise, you're just taking the chest forwards. You're focusing on that. The shoulders are back, down, away from the ears. It's almost like the chest is coming in front of the shoulders. Breathe. Just stay here a little bit longer. And just notice what your mind is wanting to focus on, and just see if you can make your mind focus or draw it, see if you can just draw your attention or focus of your mind to the out breath. Make that your focus. Your mind might get focused on other things, that's okay. Keep bringing it back to the out breath. Focusing on making that out breath as long as you can. And while you focus on the out breath, feeling, maybe communicating with the body that it's safe to just let go a little bit, because you're not going to push into that space. You're just going to let yourself relax into that space. And that resistance, of course, is protecting us, stopping us kind of pushing and breaking something. Okay, I'm just going to walk the hands back at the legs nice and easy. Until the fingers stretch up. Feels good. Just bring the hands behind you, and you're either going to come up into a tabletop, going to hold that, or the legs on the ground, lifting the chest, or if you're feeling strong, coming up into hip lift. Whatever you prefer. Breathe, hold. One more breath in, and we'll lower down on the out breath. And we're going to slowly lay our body down now. Extend the fingers towards the toes, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out the whole time. Slowly lower down. So there's a softness again, the tension and the softening. Integrated. We make that effort. We make the effort. We're keeping that dynamic, but we're breathing, fueling, keeping it alive. And when you get to the ground, let go. Take a breath in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Good. Just lie quietly with your eyes closed just for a second or two. A couple of breaths. Just to feel how your body feels. How does the back of the body feel? Fully supported on the ground. Feel your breath. And then we're just going to bend the knees and hug the knees. Have a little rock and roll the lower back. Breathe in and out through the nostrils. Rocking side to side, maybe around in a circle. Keeping the hands on the knees if you want, or going hands free, whichever you prefer. Whichever you're doing, see if you can move in tune and in time with the breath, inhaling You take the knees away, exhaling, drawing the knees in. And we're drawing a circle. Again, these circles coming into our practice all the time. There's no straight lines in the body, so it's good to align with the circles and the spirals and have that sense, you know. Sometimes it feels like it's straight lines, maybe we're extending, but there's actually much more of a sense of a dynamic there, an energy, rather than trying to, you know, make our bodies into this sort of something that's not. So have a sense of circles, spirals. Breath is always circling, circling, spiraling, spiraling. Hug the knees, extend the legs up, extend the arms up. Let's just give our legs a little bit of levity, the arms a bit of levity. And let's rotate the wrists and ankles just gently and softly, smoothly. Just seeing if you can do that as smoothly as possible. Even if there's a few little kind of creaks or clicks, just bring your full focus on attention on just really making this very fluid motion, and then rotating in the other direction. Keeping your focus of attention just on the ankles and the wrists. Keep extending the arms up. And then hug the knees once more. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. Okay. Close to the buttocks, hips width apart, and feet parallel. That's a lot of things to have to find. Hands, I sometimes just see if you can, if your feet are very close to your buttocks, just seeing that I can feel my ankles there, my heels, and they're just behind the buttocks, so they're not kind of going out beyond, and they're not quite close together. So this keeps a nice stability. The hips, knees, and ankles all in alignment. Hands flat down, fingers extending towards the bottom of the mat there. Chin tucked firmly in. Strong tuck in there. So if you want to touch the chest, inhaling, then lift the hips. So really feel almost drawing up the pelvic floor, making that very strong. As you inhale, open the chest. Chest is coming towards the chin. Legs and thighs are strong. As you exhale, we're softening everything and laying that spine down softly, pretty with intention. Inhaling, opening up the front of the body. Breathing out, rolling down, releasing that pelvic floor, softening everything. Keep that chin tucked in. Don't forget you can use the backs of the arms there to push into, use the feet to push into. Rolling. And the focus of this is really keeping, if you can, to stay coordinated with your breath. The movement's coordinated with the breath, and when you roll down, you're really rolling and laying that spine down, which takes a bit of abdominal control, and kind of have to pull it in slightly as we're to get this last little bit, which to roll it needs that bit of abdominal support. This next time we're just going to hold for a couple of breaths. So if you can have your hands on the ground, or if you can get your shoulders close together underneath the body, then you'll be able to interlink the fingers with the arms flat on the ground there. Press into the arms. Breathe. Keep lifting. Keep the legs strong, firm thighs. Keep the chin tucked in. Keep the chest coming towards the chin. Put the arms away. One more breath in. And again, rolling down slowly. And release by hugging the knees. It's going to feel good after that. Yeah, counter pose. Have a little rock and roll. Ah, a sigh. Good. Then we're going to just place the feet on the ground a little bit further away from the buttocks, as wide as the mat. We're going to do some spinal twists. Arms out to the sides. Great way to end. Breathing in. As you breathe out, the knees go down, just move a little bit down to the left, the head goes over to the right. Simple lying twist. Inhale, lift the knees to center, lift the head to center. Exhale, knees go to the right, head goes over to the left. We're just moving and breathing. Inhaling and exhaling. Moving in time with your breath. But seeing you can slow it down, ideally, you want to really release and let go all the out breath, let the legs relax totally. Creating a beautiful twist in the body. Close your eyes, just enjoy the movement and the breath and the release. Really experiencing your spine and the movement of the spine. Bring your attention to extending the out breath. The in-breath lifts you up. Fills your body with air, and the exhale. Completely relax, release, let go. 0. One more. Each side. Just letting it, all the breath go. Come up to center once more. Slide the legs away. Put the arms away from the body. Take a deep breath into the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. We're coming into relaxation, just a short one. Lying on your back in Shavasana, you might want to cover yourself with a blanket. Please do, or put socks on, or whatever you need. Or even like a small cushion or blanket under your head, your neck is not able to be in line with the spine. Eyes are closed. Take your focus inwards. Take your focus inwards. And breathe. Softly now, softly in and out through the nostrils. Breath coming in and breath going out. Just find that very easy breath. Just allow that easy, soft, sleeping baby breath coming in and out through the nostrils. And just notice and watch the body as it's moving with that breath. The belly's rising and falling, the chest is rising and falling. And there is ease. Find that ease, that flow. And just noticing every breath like a wave, coming and going, infinite, eternal, happening all by itself. You don't have to do anything. The breath is happening, the waves are happening, the weather's happening, life is happening. And I guess the most important thing is just to relax and enjoy and notice where our attention is being drawn to. So every time your attention gets drawn away into some fantasy or worry or problem or to-do list, at least at this moment, bring it back to the present moment, to your breath, your anchor, the ground beneath you, the support, the aliveness in your body, the flow of the breath, coming and going, ebbing and flowing. Let go and relax. So we come back to the day, revivify, come back to life, back into our full expression, back into the inside and the outside. Take our attention out. Let's see how we're doing. Have a hug of your knees, have a rock and roll, breathe a little deeper, have a stretch, look around, around you, look out the window, just engaging with the day, with the moment, with the time, with your body. Engage with the body. Here I am here. Yes, that's important to remember. Here I am here. I exist. And then we rub the palms together. We're each making our own little fire. And I can see some people's sunny, shiny light. But we're building our fire together as well. And we do this together in this moment. So it gives it extra power. And place that heat and energy over the heart center. Close your eyes. Breathe. Yeah, give that light, that fire, that string, that finely tuned string that makes a beautiful sound. Whatever you want to imagine in your heart center, give it breath, give it life, give it your attention. Feel whatever you feel in this moment. And bring to mind your Sankalpa. Align yourself with that intention, with your intention. Positively framed sentence. Choose those words. Say them to yourself. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you for your practice today.